Hello, it is Lord A, where I am streaming some Hex Demon game creation today. I have both the 2D4X and I guess I could hit play on this. At least it's something interesting to look at. Well, somewhat interesting. I've upgraded to 4.2, by the way. It's the beta. It seems fine. Today the plan is to set it up so you can pick demons. You have a choice between the demons you summon. Right now, just hitting 2 summons a demon. Oh, I can go to negative souls. That's not supposed to work. I knew there would be some bug. They should now chase down and fight these guys on their own. Oh, he died, but he didn't. So the plan is to make it. Well, we got to fix that bug right there. We cannot stop. I got to put it on my thing here, and we'll try this out. I'm trying out YouTube Music today because YouTube started telling me that I couldn't use an ad blocker. So I'm switching from just the YouTube videos to YouTube Music. So we'll see how if I hear one fucking advertisement, I'm gone and I'm back to pirating. What did we just see? Oh, cannot make it so you cannot go to negative souls. That needs to be on here. I gotta stuff like that. I gotta, bugs. I gotta put a thing in. Otherwise, I will forget. So in my 2D4X game, I am thinking about messing around with resources. In this, we're going to need to mess around with resources, and I've never messed with those, so this is like a good learning experience for me, how to use those, hopefully. Then the other thing that dawned on me right before you started, normally when you hit 2, it should pop up a screen that you have a choice of demons, and that's going to be the resource thing. But before that, I want to put in this thing where it asks you to name the demon. And it pulls from a list. Right now, they're being named randomly. Just whoops, not there. Oh, they're not getting named yet. So we haven't even done that part, which is fine. Their names are being loaded into memory, though, the random names that they pick from. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do an input field, or I don't know what they're called in Godot. First, we're going to do an input field, and hopefully it will have a placeholder word. And then when we hit enter, if you don't pick anything, it will load the placeholder word, and we're going to have the 10 key enter be able to do that, because I don't like moving my hand off the mouse, and I can hit the 10 key enter with my thumb. So I make everything that I possibly can do the 10 key enter when I'm closing windows and stuff. The goal is to make this game is like completely, I'll eventually put in mouse stuff, but the goal is to first get all the keyboard stuff going. So the first step is going to be getting this. Oh, the first step is going to be updating the README, because I upgraded to 4.2. So that's the old one. I guess I renamed that. We're going to have to pin this thing here too. I copied it over, and we'll unpin this one. All right. Then I'm going to update this README. Do I even have a README in here? It was an icon I wasn't expecting. Yeah, this switching over from Unity to Godot has been kind of demoralizing, because I'm back to learning all the dumb shit that I already knew how to do in Unity. Like the most basic stuff, I'm like, I don't even know how to. Oh, this is a. I guess it doesn't really need one. Using Godot 4.2, it doesn't really need a README, because it's private. It's a private repository, but whatever. So then we also need to go to this one, and we need to find. This is the Unity one. I already wrote. Looking for scripts. It's not in there. It's under there. I already wrote the thing. What is this? What is dump file? Oh, I remember this. This was just I was dumping code in here. It's probably under Demon Spawner. Joker, how's it going? It doesn't like that word again. I don't know why it doesn't like tonguing. Yeah, I wonder if you can add words to it. So let me look at this thing. No, I have it somewhere else, probably under UI. I remember it was like kind of a name demon panel. Here we go. Win, how's it going? Beanbag chairs. I didn't know those things still existed. I remember going over to a friend's house in like the 80s. Um, uh, so let's see. This is the random name, placeholder text. So I'm gonna copy this over to Godot, or to my new thing here. We're gonna do a new script. Let's see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna do. Where are you, Godot? We're gonna do a new script. I think I'm gonna need a new node on here. Oh, I'm on. I was like, that seems like a lot of stuff going on there. Let me copy this. Um, it is 4.2. The only change I've actually noticed is this button. Is the build button is now an icon and it's not over here. So I think I'm gonna put this on the demon spawner. I can't decide. Trying to think, what is accessing it? The demon spawner, you hit 2. So the controls are going to. The problem with this is these are all underneath here. I guess it doesn't really matter. You're gonna hit 2. It's gonna pop up a name thing, which is a UI thing. So we're gonna add it here. And I guess I'm doing node 2D over here for some. Is that? No, that's a control. Which actually no, that works. That's the color coding. Is what I was thinking. I was thinking green is node 2D. Um, demon namer. And do we want this at the top? I guess that doesn't matter either. Debugger. I don't know what you mean. Let's see. So we're going to do a new script. It's going to be called. What did I call it on this one? Name demon panel. Um, Panel. Oh, yeah, there is a drop down there. Demon namer panel, I think is what we'll call it. Trying to like name it slightly different than the other one. So I do have something in awake on that other. Well, let's copy over that stuff. Do I still have it on my clipboard? I do. So we don't need this. We don't need this. So we are going to need the placeholder text. Hopefully, I don't know how that works in Godot. I almost called it Unity. We're going to need that exported. I don't know what it's called yet, so we'll figure that out later. On enable, which we don't have that particular thing in Godot. So what we'll do, what did we call? Okay, this is all in on enable. What did we do here? Movement controls disabled. All right, we're gonna have to do this completely differently. That's what you use in Unity for the good stuff. There's another text thing, but it's shitty. It's like you have a choice. You have the shitty text. Um, oh right, I had all these things. Then this actually might not be a bad idea to do again. Okay, so let's go back to here. Do I have this kind of? I kind of do have it already started. Okay, so let's open this thing. Player UI. I probably can shut a bunch of shut it. I guess it's shutting it. We don't need pathfinding. We don't need player spawn. We don't enemy spawn. Demon spawn. We don't need hex. We hopefully don't need all this combat. Looking for opponent. I'm gonna rename those. There's one now. So I broke when I was offline. I was gonna try to have it all of the detection on one script for both the AI and the player, and I actually broke them into two different scripts because it was just causing too many issues. There was too many ifs, and then like it was a whole fucking script in the if, and I was just like, fuck this. Initiative should be fine. Hopefully, player movement. We don't have to. Okay. Yeah, no, it is. It is a bizarre word choice for computer. I should start using that at work. No one will know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm trying to get the word reboot out of my lexicon for my job because no one knows what that is. I'll be like, just reboot your computer, and they're like, oh, do what to it? It's not like used anymore. These two are pinned. We probably will. So, okay, so we're going to need in player UI, we're going to need a panel that is public, and it's going to be, well, it's going to be the whole control. It's going to be the daemon namer control. And then, because other stuff might need to access this is why I'm putting it over here. No, no one says, oh, actually, do we have it? Oh, I have it right here. Get rid of this. Anything that I can, I wonder why I had this over in here. Well, we might figure out why. Anything that I can delete from, oh, look, we had this in two spots. I had this in two spots. Yeah, anything from Unity. Yeah, reboot isn't you. I mean, IT people use it all the time, but it's the average person doesn't. Because your computer, when you go down here, it doesn't say. I'm not going to accidentally do this. It doesn't say reboot. It says restart. And like hard reboot, no one knows what the fuck that is. At least in my experience. All right, we can get rid of this enable. Get rid of that thing. I'm just making more bugs up here. So let's start with the beginning. I'm not going to be able to build this because it's busted. We're going to need the daemon namer panel. It's just going to be a little thing in the middle. It's not going to be like a whole thing. So let's start with that. That shouldn't be that hard, right? Add child. We're going to have a panel container, I believe, is the thing I've been told. We're going to want this to be centered. This shouldn't be that hard, right? We need this actually to be bigger. We need this to be this big. Then we need this. See, I'm learning a little bit. It's oh no, it's already there. Okay, then we need this to be a size. That's fingers crossed. I shouldn't have said anything. Layout. We need the minimum size to be, it's not going to actually be that big. I don't know what an input field looks like or whatever they call it in Godot. Let's say 200 by 50. That's like the minimum size. Then let's add in an input, whatever it's called. Input text edit. Line edit. It's that line edit. Line edit. What does this thing look like? Okay, so there is placeholder text. That was my one worry, and I was like, it has to have placeholder text. Okay, so this is what we want, except we need to add in a label here, and we're going to have this label go at the top. I'm glad it has pictures. For some reason, and this is a new I think text edit, actually, I don't know. I feel like Linux has so many like text, like the word text is in there. For lately, I've been confusing vertical and horizontal. I'm blaming the years of alcoholism, but I don't know. Name your daemon. And we got to go to... All right, that's fine. But now we need this line edit to be at the bottom. Okay, that actually works. I don't really like the Y hanging over there, but who gives a shit, right? Let's put this over here, and we'll call this... This is terrible. Okay, we want this to be aligned left. And then the placeholder text is going to be assigned. Oh, you know what? We're going to need a button on this. And this is going to have to be bigger. I mean, it'd be like 300. Oops, nope. It'd be like 100. Maybe? No. Yes, and then we'll make this in the center. And then we'll put this button wherever the fuck it is. We're going to put this button at the bottom. That actually looks better with the Y isn't covering up or dropping in the... It doesn't matter. It's one of those things that like I get all anal about that it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so then we're going to have to put a signal that we're going to need in... All right, let's first name daemon panel. Let's first go back to what we're working on here. Let's comment out everything that's going to cause issues. And I need to baby step this shit still. Let's do this. I feel like this shouldn't be that hard. Now I've said it twice. No. Just to make it avoid dropping down. Oh, you're right. You're totally right. I could have just made it. That's actually, it probably even should be a capital because it's like a title of something. And it's also supposed to be more, whatever. All right. Actually, I'm going to do that. Well, now I don't know if I like, whatever. Like I said, I don't know why I get all anal about certain shit. All right, so the first thing we're going to have is this placeholder thing. So we actually need this. This is going to be line edit placeholder on ready. We don't need it to actually appear on ready. It's not going to happen on ready. We're going to need something else that triggers this. So we're going to call this daemon namer. This actually isn't a panel. Oh, I guess it's fine. Panel is what I called everything in Unity because everything was a panel. Daemon name. You know, so there's this one guy that I actually really liked his tutorials, but he would regularly like name he'd want to name this the same as this, but you can't in Unity. I assume you can't in this either. Um, so he would misspell it. Like, so if it was demon, he would say like Damon, and it drove me crazy that that was his way of getting around that. It was weird. It weirded me out. That's like the one thing I was be like, what are you doing, man? It's not. It's like I said. It's not even that big of a deal. Okay, so when this runs, we need this to have. Well, we need this thing, this randomizer thing, random. Yeah, sure. I actually don't like this. And then I also need to stop this music because it's bad. Can I say never show me this music again? Remove from queue. Okay. Joker, I'm trying YouTube music. So we have this, and then we're gonna go random new. Is it new or it's like next or something? No, not that random. Oh, that's why that doesn't. Um, I need this. No, I've done this in other ones. Where did I do it? I did it in combat like 1,000 times. Let me look. It's up here. See, this is the problem with me in programming is my brain doesn't work too bad or too bad. uh, I don't know. I can't even talk sometimes. All right, you need to be up here. Then you need to be random dot next 0 globals dot instance dot demon names dot length. But this has to equal something. I guess we were doing this. This is fine. It's so funny, like the change, like um, when you're switching engines, like even finding out how to do a random number is like a new thing. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be this hard, but it is. Uh, it's just that going back to that level is crazy to me. And then, all right, so I went through before in Unity and did this whole thing where I have like all these controls that turn off and on. And so we're going to have to actually do something to. Did I just pin this up here just now? I guess I did. And I was thinking about this yester. Yester? I should have stopped talking. Yester. Um, so what I want to do is have a couple of different ones of these because I'm going to need to be turning because I want the same key to work on to do different things at different times. And I actually might not do that, but we'll see. Right now, this is a thing that turns off the 10 key being used. So like when you're playing it, well, I would need to die um, to get a panel to appear. But basically, when you're hitting the 10 key, when there's certain stuff open, the 10 keys shouldn't be able to. There's not. I mean, oh, he died. Hey, what happened to the other corpse? It disappeared. Good fuck. Jesus Christ. Let me add this to the issues. Corpse is sometimes disappear. I think I was fucking around. So I was having this issue with the not being able to see through my own guys, and when I fix that, I think I fucked up one of these corpses. Because at first I thought I couldn't see through the corpses. And I was like, what the fuck? But I want the panel... So the 10 key has to be able to, like... All your other controls should turn off when there's a panel, so you can't be moving around in the background. Let me go back over here. So this... We're going to do this same thing here. What did we call this thing? A demon namer control. So that should hide that. But then when this thing... So you push 2. Oh, this isn't going to work because this is wrong already. We probably, with the panel open, could... I think I just like push this in here. And then Q was just something I was fucking around with. So these need to go out of here currently. And we need a new one of these. We're going to have a bunch of these, sort of. This needs to go into here. Oh, I didn't put the switch in. And I'm going to move that thing. I'm going to move this thing up here. Oh, I can't do this twice? Oh, I see. Can I just cut this? And put it up here. No. This was not what I expected. Let's see what this says. I've never seen this is thing. I've never used it. Sorry, Joker. I'll look at that game in a second. Can I do this? No. Well, I was just thinking that's originally what I was going to do, but I was thinking that it would be easier to organize it because there's going to be a bunch of these different, like, if the 10 key is enabled thing, which I guess isn't the end of the world. It's only one level of... I was just, like, thinking this has got to be an easier... But maybe... Yeah, just go back to this. I guess it's not that big of a deal. So if we go back to this, it's one of those things where, once again, I might be overthinking. Oh, wait, that was in the right spot. Now what the fuck did I do? Oh, it's mad. What? No. Now what the fuck did I do? Control K, Control. Oh, Jesus Christ. Control K, Control D. It's because of this. Okay, it isn't because of that. Oh, it's because of this. Okay, then we'll do this. I probably don't need this case and this switch right here, but I'm going to leave it here temporarily. And this, I'm going to put this other switch in here. And then I'm going to put a note on this. This should be, maybe I'm not going to put a note on this. There's going to have to be an if statement here. It should be fine. I was just thinking there would be another way to do it, but it doesn't, as long as they're all under the keyboard thing. I want to be able to search for keyboard is why I put that in there. Just in case I like get lost and can't find my controls. This song sucks too. Let's go to my home. This is you guys can't hear this, but it says I should listen to the Beatles. I'm like 150 years old, it thinks. Let's try this one. All right, so I want to leave this here. This should turn off. We have to have this thing triggered. We can get rid of this. I know I was gonna put something there. So when we press 2, though, this is actually going to do something different now. It's no longer going to do this. When we press 2, it should open up that... It should bring that up. And so let's test that first before we do anything else. Let's close this. And let's put this in here. Got to go to the new build button. Oh, we need a namespace. Demon namer panel. I'm surprised it probably did. What's going on down here? I updated Visual Studio, and it's been griefing me too with all sorts of weird shit. And it did this last time I updated it, and then I like turned off everything that was annoying me. All right, we're gonna put this over here. Demon namer panel, and all I want it to do at this point is to appear when I press 2, and then we'll look at it. Oh, it's got that thing again. It won't matter. So then we need to go to this button, close button, and demon. Whoops. Close button. We need to link this on button up. I have another close button somewhere. I was thinking maybe I should put them just one close button for all of it, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes I get a little hide. Demon. Probably some of this thought process is left over from Unity, where I'm trying to like attach certain stuff to certain scripts or certain things and break them into certain things, and it doesn't really matter. Okay. I was using the 10 key, by the way. The enter on the 10 key to close that, because I guess it says right there. Because like I said, I need to be able to hit it with my thumb. All right, let me look at this. So I was talking about, I don't know if I was talking about this in a game creation stream or if I was talking about it when I was streaming video games. Um, there's like this kind of like move to there's like it's like a niche field of games where there's like high stakes, like you only can have one character, like an MMO where you only can have one character, or you have to like set up a new account and it's like linked to your Facebook account or something so that it knows that you've already done one, and if he dies that's the end. So this would be a high stakes game. uh all right, that's working. And I kind of like, it's kind of not that high stakes, but it's kind of interesting to think about like having higher stakes instead of like always just respawning and stuff. Um, yeah, so your no 10 key comment has actually made me think about, in the past I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to put like either a way to keybind, even in these tests, like when I finally get to the point where I can release like an early alpha, I'm gonna have to put some other key as well. But then that'll just give me a chance to learn how to um, to learn how to uh, set it up so the players can re-keybind stuff. So that thing opens up. We want the placeholder text to equal this random thing. So basically on show, change visibility change, we're going to have, what did we call this thing? I got to close this. I just keep opening that other one. Demon namer. So that's going to happen when you close it too, but who gives a shit, right? What's the... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Maybe it matters. Let's see. Let's run it and see. Yeah, the daemon... I run a D&D game, and there's been a lot of daemons, and and in computers there's... Okay, that didn't work. Oh, did I never link the thing? Yeah, I didn't link the thing. The thing being, this thing needs to have this over here. Is that really how that's gonna work? No, that's not gonna work that way. Okay, it did work that way. One of these demons is named Printer Driver, and it's a real demon. I mean, it's a real demon. Okay, I can hit this button a bunch of times afterwards, and it doesn't matter. Um, all right, I think I have 300 demon names, so randomly getting the printer driver one is. I'm waiting for someone. Once I finally release the pre-alpha, someone saying, "I think there's a bug. Your demon's name is printer driver." Like it's literally like printer space driver, like a printer driver. So that works. That's making the text though? That's not what we want. That's not what we want. What we want to do is, I bet you there's a. This is what we want. We want the placeholder text to do that. Whoops, not build. I guess it doesn't matter. That looks better too because it's not as bright. So I think I asked ChatGPT to give me a list of all the demon names it could find. Um, and so ChatGPT is pretty useful for that. No, I didn't. I got it from Wikipedia. Moloch, there's one I recognize. All right, so that's what we want that to be. Then this is so easy so far. Fuck, why do I keep saying that? Um, I saw a thing. Yeah, we need to turn off this so that this can't be moved around. I saw a thing. Now I can't remember what it was. It was like a meme about inner demons, and it's weird because when I was younger, like I feel like I had inner demons. Now I just kind of like wander around in ignorant bliss. So we need to turn off these controls. We need to turn off these other controls. All right, so I knew this was going to come up too. And this is going to be kind of a giant pain in the ass. So I guess I didn't know enough to leave that script open. I have all of the player movement controls in this player movement script, and we need to get this shit out of here. This actually won't be that hard either. Let's just get this. Let's just get it out of here. Everything's going to break, but that's okay. We're going to put it over here. We're going to put it right here. And then we're going to... It looks like I was kind of like half-assedly pre-planning for this. I feel like that's unusual of me. This can go. This can go. This can go just because it's annoying me. This can go. I'm not sure why I had that public or private bool. Oh, I know why I'll need it public on here. Player movement controls. I guess equals true to start with, doesn't it? Oh, no, it equals false to start with. Stop! Stop with the typos. We're going to change this. Equals true. Then you can do this, which we're going to need this back over here. Is this public? No, that's not what I wanted. It was end move. It is. I guess I could have just typed this in. We're going to need... I think I... Oh, no, I didn't. Do I have an instance of this? I don't have an instance of this, but there's actually an easy way to get this. We still have this thing open. this thing. That's not going to work though. Yeah, it's crazy how my fingers give up sometimes, all the time. I also think I'm getting carpal tunnel syndrome, which is I'm playing too many video games, like in some weird angle. Uh, all right, so what I was thinking about doing is not going to work because it's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's going to happen before the player exists. I need to access those player. And I feel like I shouldn't have it here because it's going to slow shit down. I guess I can just do an instance. I'll just do a thing here. We'll just, there's only one of them. Uh, what am I doing? I need a public static. Oh, and then on ready, we need this. Then we don't need these spaces here. Over here, I guess, yeah, that's the best option, I think. This should be. And then I was like, what's going on here? I need one of these. I think I'm just leaving this down here for so I can remember how that shit works. A lot of this stuff is gonna go away. If you go to the script section, let's check that this there. Scripts. Search. Error 48. Is it still the same? Oh, I don't have any matches. It's got to be this one. There's a lot of 48s. Of course, there's a lot of 48s. I don't see it. They might have got rid of it. You know, when I read the change logs, and it sounded to me like they did like a ton of stuff. Click one under global scope. Oh, is it a GD script error? Let's see. We moved the controls over. Let's make sure they still work, though. Click any of the all caps ones at the bottom. I'm gonna minimize this, or not minimize, but shrink. Like any of these? Oh, there's gonna be a lot of 48s. Yeah, I don't. You'll have to link it to me or something. Um, let's see here. All right, what do we got? Oh, right, I had this controls enabled thing. Okay, so this has to be now. Oh, I was gonna rename this from controls. I just remembered I was gonna rename this from controls to player controls because there's the control thing. Public static. I think I should do that right now. It's weird how sometimes. Am I doing this differently? I just did this here. Yeah, it's weird how sometimes it suggests this and sometimes it doesn't. All right, 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna rename this right now, real quick. I was thinking about that the other day. Let's close this. I don't like it when they're so similar. And you gotta rename it first over here. Otherwise it makes a duplicate. Then I don't have a ready. I was just making sure I didn't have a ready on here. Oh, I guess I cut that ready. Fine. Then go back to here. This should be player controls. No, wait, what did I call this? Player movement. What the fuck did I call this? Here. And then same thing right here. Then we'll click on this and then printer on fire. Printer on fire. This is an Easter egg. No built-in method returns this error code. It would be nice if it did occasionally. I like when Unix or Linux occasionally has weird error things too, and I like it. I kind of like the weird. Am I using this? Why would it be? Oh no, I meant to be over here. Well, actually, where was that? Was that here? Okay, that we probably do need. So these two we're probably going to need later. But what we want is when this thing appears, we want. Whoops. Hey, it changed it for me. Player movement controls equals false. So that should turn off those controls. So we can't do that. Whoops. Fucking hours already passed. So before I started streaming, I was like, I want to get the naming thing done, and then this panels to show up, and you get to pick a demon. It's like there's no fucking way you're gonna be able to get that all done in time. Yeah, I was like, you'll be lucky if you can get this name your demon shit done. Okay, so I'm pushing keys. I wonder if I try to right click. Okay, right clicking doesn't work either, which is good. And then if we close, now we got to put this visibility change. No, close button. You know what? I'm trying to retrain myself to use Control C, getting the whole thing. Except that's only going to happen if you use the close button. What is the... Let's do this. Let's set up. It's basically... I wish there was an on disable thing. I use on enable and on disable. We're definitely not using this um, all the time in Unity. I retrain my whole brain to use it all the time. Let's do this. Public void on close. And then what we'll do... No, let's do on hide. Then we can put this in here. This close button will apply, and then we can call this, and then I'll just start like using on hide, and I'll be using that. And this needs to be connected to the demon namer. No, not on hidden, you piece of shit. I'm the piece of shit. Okay. Then we can go back. I got to test everything every 2 seconds here. Otherwise, I will just set myself up for a huge pile of shit later. Okay, so that works. I still can't move my thing, though. So I did something wrong. Let's make it so I can see what this says. Maybe it never worked. I didn't try to move before I opened that panel. All right, I can't move. I hit 10. Is this sync? No. Hidden. Am I in the wrong spot? Am I getting a bug? No. Let's look at remote. I was like, what's going on? I was on the wrong thing. Well, so is that going to stop all of the input? Some of the input still needs to work, and that was in Unity. I had the same thing where it became this giant list of different things that turned on and off. When I was doing in Unity, I was like, this has to be wrong. Um, Let's see. I want to see if this is turning on and off. Because that's what I started with in Unity. I was like, I'll just turn off all the controls, and then I was like, wait. So this, we want to make sure that this is, so it's on, and then let's push 2. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's off. And then let's close this thing. Okay, this isn't turning back on is the problem. It's not signaling right. I must have the wrong, I got something wrong in here is what's happening. I'm clicking this button. Or not clicking it. Isn't this hidden? I'm hiding it. Well, let's check. It's going away. The close button hides it. Calling hide. Let's make sure I didn't fuck something up in here. I mean, it would give me an error if I was like typoed or something. On hide. Once again, Code Warrior. What the fuck am I listening to now? Um, oh, this is a Violent Femme song? I don't know. This is quite the mix that it's got going. It has the taxpayers in my. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. The taxpayers is one of my friends' bands. I don't know how whose emails is it reading? uh, that it knows that I'm friends with those people. Can it not fire fast enough when it's being hidden? Let's do this. I don't think though that so my like I don't think it works that way. I'm thinking of like more Unity. You would disable a thing and then um, it wouldn't work because it's disabled. I don't think it works that way. Let's look up. What was that? Hidden? Oh man, the other day the forums were down again. It makes me very frustrated when they're down all the time. Like so they were down like a week and a half ago and then they were down again. I think it was this forum. So like the top 5 searches would return this. Uh, I want the actual docs though. Let's look at the actual docs. I actually maybe it was I can't remember which one it was. If it was Godot forums or if it was Godot engine. Uh, whoops. What is that called? A signal. And this is docs. I want This is an eclectic music mix that YouTube Music is giving me here. All right, let's look at this again. I got in the right spot. And we know it's running. Because this thing is happening, but this isn't happening afterwards? Yeah, it is. You know, it's saying that that's happening. Why wouldn't this thing... Is this instance private sets? What did it say about on hide? Private set. It, at least it thinks I'm playing a video game. A lot of times, like, I'll be using Excel and that thing will pop up, and I'm like, cool. Yeah, let me share this with my coworkers. They're going to be so excited about this Excel file that I'm working on. We didn't get any bugs. Whoops. I don't know what that does. Oh, instantiate on. All right. Uh, Controls, inspector, members. Oh wait, no, this isn't. This is a private set. Public bool. Player controls. Um, what the fuck? I know that this isn't happening, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Player controls. Maybe it will bug out and it'll be like, hey, we can't get there. You know how like uh, printing stuff, print stuff. Sometimes, you know, because it's accessing the variable, it will tell you what the problem is. Well, that's a weird typo. It says it's true. It should all have the rainbow stuff, right? Um, I renamed this. Okay, that's fine. What about if I accidentally have like some other? Because I think I was not instantiating, instancing. What the fuck am I doing here? If is player is false. What is this? This doesn't make any sense. I mean, I know why this is me trying to turn it off while it's not your turn, but I don't think this is right. And this is probably turning it off again. Um, if value equals true, so it's the player's turn, or it's somebody's turn. If it is the player, if it's not the player, it should say, okay, no, this is right. And if it's anybody else's turn, why would we need? Oh, I know why. Because otherwise it would bug out when it's the whatchamacallit's turn. If is player equals true, I should go take a break. That's what I should do. I did fuck with this yesterday. Not this particular part, but parts in. I did touch this script yesterday. If is break is true. Stinkle Wings, how's it going? Lurky sandwich. I made a bologna sandwich last night. Speaking of human chow, and there was like the piece of like the thing of bologna, you know, like they come in those like Oscar Myers. I'm eating like a teenage boy, like I was saying, and I wasn't allowed. Like I never had bologna when I was at home because it wasn't healthy about. But it had this like hole in it, so it was filled with some kind of. It was just like bologna water, but it seemed so gross. I was just like, I don't know if I want to eat this. You know, it was just a malformed bologna. This is driving me insane too. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break though. Um, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then when I come back, this problem I'll have thought of it. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Stinkle wigs. Great. All right, I'll be right back. Let me throw my break timer. Be back in less than 5 minutes. All right. There probably is a way to make the timer names and stuff like that, like all the text on OBS better, but I am lazy. All right, I had no thoughts when I was out there. Okay, I had one thought. What happens if we comment this out? Did I do something dumb? Like, well, this isn't saved for some reason. Did I do something dumb like when I hit? We know this is happening though, and it says it's true, but then when we look over here, it says it's off. So something else has to be turning this thing off after that. Did I have some other connection on here? Like on this has a signal and the close button has a signal. Close button, demon namer. Oh, yeah, so it's turning it back off when the visibility changes. That's the thing with the visibility changing thing being weird. Um, what did you put up here? Oh, that was for the controls. I bet you we can do this though. Godot on show. I bet you one of these will say, there'll be like an if statement. If it's, I want, work, how is that even possibly related to the fuck? Fuck you, Google. Google's turned into trash. Uh, I want is visible. That's what I want. Is visible. Is that the thing? I just guessed. Uh, if is visible in tree. No, visible. If true, this the if true true the camera's the node is only visible. Visibility changed. What does this do? Emits when the visibility hidden visible. If true, can I do if visibility equals true? You piece of shit. Whoa, we got a lot of things going on here. It will let me do that. Okay, so let's do this then. We can do this differently. What did I just hit? Control Alt. Who knows what that does? If visibility else, we're gonna have that thing break. We're gonna have that thing break. The thing that I thinged. Close button. What the fuck? Oh, I'm so confused by this YouTube music mix. I'm gonna have to come up with some other way to listen to music. I used to have this massive music collection, and then like the hard drive died or something. Um, yeah, so that actually works. I didn't think that would actually work. without some more adjustments. Oh wait, yeah, and I can't move around. What about clicking? Yeah, I can't move around while this is open. Okay, so that was the solution for that thing. That wasn't that hard. We don't need this shit in here. We don't need this shit in here. And this is gone. This is going to be used eventually here. On disable, this is something we're going to be doing here. So right now, let's look back at what our options are on this line text thing. I think line edit might be like a Linux thing. I'm wondering if I can set. Oh, you can make it like a password field. What I'm trying to think is, all right, let's look it up. So what I'm trying to do, I've said that like 4 times now. Line edits only alpha. This is what I want. I only want like just letters. Var allowed characters. This is 3 years ago, and in Godot world, that's 150 years. So let's do past year. Well, okay, here's some docs. We could just look at the docs. It thinks this is in Portuguese for some reason. Doing a good job, Firefox. Oh, this part's in Portuguese. Convert it to a what? Like 2 or 1 would be A, 2 would be B. that would that would confuse. It'd be kind of awesome. Um, it's like let people put in weird characters for their demon names. I mean, that's kind of. Can you do like ASCII? I can't remember any ASCII keys really. Alt 256. I gotta be in here. Alt 256. Alt 155. No, nothing's coming up. I don't think you can. Which makes sense. That would be kind of awesome, but also bizarre that it would allow you. Maybe these like things I have to have that turned on. Um, I don't see. You figure that would be a pretty. Oh, there's a max length, which I kind of want too. I can't set that in here though. Max length. It was at 0 before. Let's say 15. Maybe I could put ASCII stuff in here, and it just wouldn't let me because I didn't have. No. Not that I want to do that. I was just curious. Well, let's, you know what I didn't test? Well, we have a problem with that. Um, WASD's keys still work. We probably should turn that off. All right, let's fix that. That's going to be a problem. That's under like my dev camera controls. I thought I put that in its own little space. I did, and that's actually a problem now. Um, oh, look at this. I think I put in it, yeah, development space. Like I did it differently. And I actually was wondering. So this was like a copy paste from either a tutorial or from ChatGPT. Looking at the comments, I'm gonna guess this is ChatGPT. Can I just put I'm just curious. Input direction disable. What are my options? This is just a vector 2. That's all that's putting in though. That's not gonna have anything. Yeah, when you know when it sometimes it's helpful. Input. I'm just curious if there's a way for me just to turn this off easily. I didn't even think about WASP being the issue on here at all. I can do the same thing I did before. The only thing that I wonder though is that back to the Chat GPT thing is suddenly worried I'm about to roll over the cat. Is like, is this dated? Is this dated information? Let's do this. Let's do public bool dev controls equals true. We'll just do the same thing. If dev controls equals true, and that's it. I was going to put an else in there, but we don't need an else in there. Well, we might later. Look at all this shit down here. So last time I did this as like read only. This is gonna be a private. It caused issues. Oh, that can be. That can definitely be. Whoa. Changed. I hate. Public. What does it want? Does not access and can be marked as static. I think like all of these things actually caused issues. Which close was that? That time it didn't. All right, I'll go through this in a minute. I don't want to get too sidetracked. That's my classic thing is get sidetracked by something. What the fuck was I even doing? No one would ever hire me as a professional developer. I'd be like, oh look, my phone. I should look at that for a while. Uh, let's see. We were opening up that thing. I mean, besides my lack of knowledge, we wanted to. Oh, we were just turning on that on and off. We got to turn this off when this is open. You can't use the 10 key. Um, I don't think. Oh, maybe I do. Can I do this? Because it's in a different. It's in a different. I have to be using. Okay. Um, public static in the development camera, and then this one over here has to be using. I don't. Oh, it's up at the top right there. Dev controls equals false. Oh, we were trying to do this from now on. Equals true. I also like crunch time. I would get very like in video game development, like AAA. It's always you always hear these stories about. Well, that didn't work. These stories about, oh, did I not? This one's called a succubus. Oh, we got a bug in there too. These stories about crunch time, I wouldn't stand for that shit. I'd just be like, no, no, I'm going home. The older I get, the more, even though it'd be devastating, I'd be fucked if I lost my job. What does this want? What is its problem? Its problem is 19. Oh, I know what its problem is. Uh, public void. It needs something. It needs something. I forget what it needs in here. That's why I always. This is why I always leave one of these around because I never can remember. Still, eventually it will happen. Where the fuck is my? Here we go. Override. Overrode. Overrode in override. Public override. And then this. There we go. Okay, how is it pulling this music? So it's playing the song from the band the Jane Austen Argument called Bad Wine and Lemon Cake. I haven't heard this song in many, many years. How is it knowing that I would have any interest? I guess maybe it just got lucky. It just played that band from my friend who they're, relatively unknown. It's a very bizarre thing. What the fuck am I doing? Wasp works. Wasp doesn't work. Wasp works again. Perfect. Next. Back to the alphanumeric thing. Not numeric, just the alpha thing. Godot line edit only allow. Well, what does it say if they says only numbers? The fuck is this? I know we already looked at. Now this one's in Spanish. The last one I thought it was in. It might know. It's generally not that great. I've gotten more and more away from it with Godot because it's outdated. You know, it doesn't have the stuff up too. See, here's my raycasting thing. Uh, in Godot.net C sharp 4. You got to put that stuff in there with ChatGPT, otherwise it's really confused. Uh, how do I limit the line edit node to only accept letters? Uh, attach a script that handles, if you haven't done this already, create a C sharp script and connect the text change to the custom method. Uh, so this is kind of what that one person, I wonder if it just ripped that straight from there originally. Connect the text channel signal to the custom method. Oh, is that how you do a custom signal? On text chain. That seems like a hassle. That seems like a hassle. Hassle spelled wrong. Is there an easier way to do it? What do you mean, yes? Why wouldn't you show that to me in the first place? Oh, that's an interesting way. Um, is letter key? Oh, okay. So the keyboard knows, or the input knows if it's a key or not, I guess, with this. Or is this, no, this is something it's writing, we wrote. Is letter key 0? What? How about another way? Okay, this is the way that other people were doing. Uses a regular expression to filter non-text. This is the way that other people were doing it. This seems like the easiest thing. What is this system text regular? Oh, is that what regx means? Oh, what it means. I think this is the best way, except I don't understand this. Connect the text signal to the custom method. It looks like it's also, its regular expression is for everything, for all of the C sharp, right? Or is it, I'm just going to put it in here. Power grep. That's some fucking Linux shit there. Text change. So we don't need this thing then. It looks like it's just, I can just copy this thing. and put it in my, I guess I'll leave that. For a second, I was going to close that. Let's put you over here. In here, I was thinking, is this in here? And then we'll go, this is not going to be, this is named wrong here. So this is going to be daemon name line edit. And that's probably going to bust the thing later, but that's okay. This is going to be daemon edits. Then we need to add in that system thing. You know, it automatically fills in 90% of this shit with garbage, and it didn't have a problem there. Oh yeah, it's replacing it. That's a good. Is this just add? Of course it isn't. Let's see what this does. I'm assuming I'll only get one letter. We gotta link this. This needs to be we need to put this named the correct thing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Did I click that? I don't think I clicked that. I clicked next. I swear to God, I clicked next to it. Let's see. So this is going to be this, and then we're going to need a string or something over here. I don't think it's going to like that. Oh, is that part of the signal already? Oh, it didn't. It just crapped out on that. Oh, it is. Okay, I see. It says right here. Okay, gotcha. It says it right there. Let's put this back. Let's go. That's actually what we want it connected to. I saw something change here. Okay, that's fine. I thought I was getting another error maybe. Sometimes it's kind of cool when you get interesting bugs. Like obviously, just one letter isn't going to be that exciting. All right, there's something not working. What is your error here? Oh, I renamed that thing, and I said this is probably going to bust shit. And it did. I gotta remember not to start typing before. Okay, something isn't working. Let's go back. We weren't getting any bugs. No. Let's go back to my daemon namer panel here. And it's specific inputs for all strings that match a new string that is identical except that the replacement string takes the place of each. All right, we have the filtered text, and this is changing that text. How can I tell that this isn't even, what we could do? Is now I should get like a shit ton of garbage here. Like a living, flying fuck of garbage. And just fill up the logs. I feel like I'm missing some connection here. Oh, look at that. The 2 key doesn't work because I'm... Oh, well, that was probably at 15. All right, there's something's going wrong with my signal. Brina Blast. What if you click this pick button? On text. This is private. I feel like it should bug out though, right? I knew what you meant. Guess it doesn't have to be public or private. It's got to be something. Text change. I'm gonna look at the docs. The docs are always, text changed. That's the one I want. Well, that was weird. My song switched in the middle. There's a lot of like very upbeat songs in this mix. I wonder if it's trying to tell me something. This was 6 months ago. Value changed. This is not. I don't know what spine box is. Text change signal to detect changes and adjust the text. For example, if the text leaves, delete the excess. Use the line. It has a max length property. I think. Am I using the wrong text changed? Text submitted. This is. Did I put the right thing in here? In here. I could have its own little script in here. on here for this thing, and that actually might be a better idea, but that might be the next. What was that thing? Yeah, this song. This song's. I don't know what this is. It's too upbeat for me. Um, Joy again is the name of the band. I can't. I know you guys can't hear it. Remove from queue. Get it the fuck out of here. There's like, you know what that reminded me of is like in 1995, there was like this blast of college rock that was just all like pretty much the same sounding shit. It's almost like this isn't getting called though, because that thing should be blasting deep or GD Prince. I feel like this node, I've done something wrong here. Let's edit this one more time. Oh, I have this advanced thing turned on. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that, I bet you it's because I had that connect. No. Uh, I can't connect it to itself. Because there's no fucking idiot. I literally just said that like 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. There's no script on here. Oh, weird. Okay, so that's what's happening with the replace thing is it's putting it at the front. That would be kind of a fucked up way to spell your name. You're like put in a demon name. Name your demon, and you're trying to type it in. You got to type it in reverse. Oh my god! When you hit backspace, it jumps to the front. His name is, to spell that you'd have to do, because if you typed in that guy's name bar wrong, it's kind of incredibly like bad, but also once again, yeah, that was so I had that advanced thing turned on. So now instead of replace though, we want it to add, just like you said, but it's not add, it's something else. Okay, maybe it is replace, but then we need this. It's weird, it's acting. None of these options. Maybe it should be replaced, and then we down here we need to put plus. Will it let me do that with a string? Let's see what happens. I mean, it let me. Once again, I started talking about this thing like back in the day when I tried programming in 1995 or whatever, 1993. Um, there was a thing called Code Warrior. No, it's still. Oh wow. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. That was interesting. Let's put in one letter D. Well, when I first was doing it, wasn't doing it backwards, I don't think. I was just kind of mashing the keys. What happens if we just put in uh, new text? How is my statement not true? Which thing are you referencing? No, it does it this way too. It's not this then. I was making sure. Your replace thing? There's no add. Oh. I'm wondering what it says. Whoops. What it says here. I didn't read what it told me. It is putting in the letters to the left of the last letter. An infinite loop? There's no infinite loop. I don't think that will do anything. I don't think that will fix the issue. It isn't a loop. It is just adding the letters to the left. If filters text is not equal to last value, yeah, but what if I put two J's in a row? Or whatever. I'm going to deconnect this. I'm going to make sure that it wasn't doing that in the first place and it's just not some setting that I'm supposed to have. Because I'm wondering, this won't be that hard now that I knew what my issue was. Uh, if it's something simple like that, I wasn't paying attention before. Okay, it definitely is one of these things. Let me put this back. I, I doubt that. I don't like this. I'm gonna rename this too to on. I don't like these underscores. I'm not a big fan of underscores. And we're gonna call this on text changed. And we're gonna put this over here. Look at that. And then we're gonna put this here. And this goes here again. It's always this simple stuff, right? Is this doing it every... Yes, okay. Not submitted. What is this? Admitted when Overflows. Okay, we don't care about that. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put A and then B. You can see the cursor like moving back. I'm gonna Google it. I bet you. That's what I feel like doing right now. This isn't. Remember that the other day I was having that issue with that button. It's not that bad. So I'm trying to think how this works. New text is going to be one letter, and then it adds that new letter. I feel like it's got to be this replace thing. Oh, maybe it's a 4.2 bug. Maybe we can blame it on that. What does split do? What about match? Oh, that's not going to work. I feel like this should be really easy. I feel like we're right, you know. Oh no. Well, we could look up the issues though. Let's see. That's one. So it's awesome that Godot has GitHub that you can look at their actual issues and stuff. Let's see. 8,500 is usually what they're. Yeah. Well, they've been at 8,700. Text. So it was doing it until I. What happens if we comment this out? I don't know if I tested this part. And we just go straight. I think I already tested this though. So it's got to be my code equals new text. Yeah, I know. I'm almost positive I already did this test. Except we weren't connecting, you know, at the beginning. A, B. Oh no, it's not. There's got to be a setting, right? I'm glad someone else is is having the same issue. And then if I plus minus it, I mean, maybe that's a dumb way to do this. It seems like, or plus equals, not minus. A, see, it puts it in twice. Why would it put it in twice? Um, Godot line edit text is backwards. It's not really backwards. It's in the other. From right to left. This is the same person. Or the same person. I definitely need docs. I'm too new. Later, like in as an IT professional, you know, at my job, I just click around usually, but I still look stuff up occasionally. I had a tiny line of code that was making sure that anytime the text in it was changed, it would convert the text to an int of itself. When the line ran, it was deleting anything on that line and then pushing it back in behind the caret. This was the line. Text equals text. So wait, this is like a thing. What else would be on here? Oh, maybe we go. Maybe they're saying go directly. Wait, is this thing called text? It is called text. What happens if we do it directly? No, I can see it's already bumping over there. What the fuck? It's the weird little stuff like this that gets me so frustrated. That's demoralizing as I keep saying, oh shit, I'm gonna take a break in a second here. Is going in reverse. Here's another person with the same issue. Yeah. Looks like this is old. Property manager types. I mean, that's fine if that's a setting. I don't give a shit. Wait, you're printing it out and it's correct. I didn't look at, was mine correct? I didn't look. I'm gonna do it after. I mean, I knew it was printing stuff, but I wasn't like looking. Oh no, it's backwards on mine. Maybe this is a caret setting. So this was a bug a long time ago. I am. Oh wait, you said it was happening in the thing. Can you adjust where that caret is? Is that the name of that thing? Is it really a caret? Is it? All right, this song's bad too. Luckily, I can put these. Where the fuck am I? I can say, don't ever show this shit to me again. Going back to where. Because that one's, that one's really old. Here's another one. Let's see. Tools. Last. I was thinking 6 months, but. Let's put reverse. This was not the problem I was expecting. I was every other one but this one. Oh, you got it. Letters only, carrot to the rescue. Yeah, I want to know. I'm gonna take a quick break though. My line delete. All right, I'll be right back. Let me. I'll look at it. I gotta let my brain rest for a second, and let me pause my music too. I'll be right back. I know you guys can't hear the music. I keep rolling over the cord on my whatchamacallit, on my headset. All right, let me turn this off or I will forget. All right, let me see. The image will probably help me more. Online, okay. Delete carrot at, or here, I'll bring this over. Delete carrot, character at carrot is a thing? Huh. But was that, what else did I delete here? I went, let me go back here. What did I do? So this would be replaced still. Because so it happens. Okay, so it happened. So we're not going to use this at all. Let me pull this thing up again. I'm going to put it on my other monitor here. Thank you, by the way. All right, so we have this line thing. We don't need this right now. If new text. Okay, and this is getting the length -1. Whoops. That makes sense. -1. Isn't there a thing for that? Dot toString is valid. Well, is that gonna still? That's gonna still have special characters though. Let's see. Demon. Oh wait. Let's comment this out. Let's see what this does. Yeah, exactly. I like that. Well, I sometimes like it that there's a lot of options. All right, so A, S. All right, so we got that, and then 2. All right, and deleted it down here, and then D. All right, so that works, but I can still. So sometimes I like it that there's so many different ways to program something, and other times I'm like, man, there's got to be like a. So it's back to the control thing I was talking about earlier, where I feel like having these bools that control which controls work it has to be wrong. Okay, so if this is saying if this thing is a valid int, get rid of it. What are these other options in here? What are our caret options? Caret blink, force. What is this? I mean, that's fine. Insert text at caret, but the caret was putting it. Oh, that's our only option. Why is that happen? It seems like such a weird thing to happen. Now let's go back to this. So this works for part of it. I want to do. All right, I just wanted to double check something that I had to put text. I was pretty sure. Wait, text changed? When the text change, oh, these are text direction. Insert text at caret is not going to do us any good. All right, let's double check this one more time. I want to go back and make sure my brain is working that. That's a good idea too. Yeah, so even without us doing anything to the actual text, it comes out backwards. I feel like this has to be a setting. So like I haven't done anything. It's just immediately I feel like over here somewhere, you know what I mean? Like You know, there is this set text direction. What is it? Let's see what this does. Whoops, not there. Set, what was it called? Text direction. So that would work though. What is ours? Right? Do I want this to be an equal? What the fuck, man? What do you, to give me some love here? Equals. We go from left to right. Anchor right? No. How do I do this? No, that's a control thing. And then why wouldn't this be in here? And maybe it is, and I'm just not seeing it. Oh, look at this weird. It does. It doesn't it feel like it should be here? What does this do? Maybe it's losing the focus? No. I guess that doesn't help us with. When set, the text may scroll to accommodate it. It's kind of scrolling. Oh, I can't change it though. Text direction. Left to right. I don't think this is going to do anything. A, B. No. At this point, I'm just going to learn to read from right to left. This is weirding me out. How did we do it with this? We deleted the character. Or how did you do it? Taking credit already. I wrote these 3 lines of code. 2 lines of, I don't know, does a bracket count? 4 lines of code. All by myself. So why did this work though? With the, let me look at that thing. So why, let's see. Do I need to do something dumb like to string this? No, I can already tell immediately because of where the carrot is. Why would this change? This has to be a bug, right? This- line edits. Scroll on the only bug not with text edit. Insert a new line and yeah. Why does it your thing change the? Let's look. Let's let's go back to what you said earlier. Actually, um, is valid. Is it valid HTML color? Oh, I was gonna say earlier. In old roguelikes, like I'm thinking like NetHack, and I think it was NetHack. But when your character gets like is hallucinating, like things get all fucked up on the screen. I think Dungeon Crawl Stone Stoop does that too. You could turn this on if the player was hallucinating, or if the character in the game was hallucinating. Then when they type, everything would go in backwards, and it would really cause some issues. Let's do this out of just pure laziness here. We don't need that. Now, what is this weird song? I know you guys can't hear it. Oh, it returns a bool. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Thank you. So if I'm gonna make this like very simplistic here and see if the carrot thing moves to the right spot. Uh, then we got a bunch of shit all over the place. I was gonna start hitting Firefox. What the fuck is this song? The Moldy Peaches, and it's called Who's Got the Crack? I believe it's talking about crack cocaine. Oh, are these all sub pop? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Last time I think they got recommended too. All right, A, B. Okay, why is yours make it? So it's like what yours is doing is when it's deleting it at the carrot, it's leaving the carrot there. So why is the carrot moving around? Um, whoops, not new. Demon, can I do something to this carrot? Carrot blink. Oh, we already tried this. Insert text. Oh, we already tried that too. Setting the text. Let's see. Let's look back at your thing here. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah. It's the most bizarre. I'm curious if I feel like other people should have had this issue. You know, I had a thought process too. What happens if I go back to 0 here? What is it? Oh, I don't even know what I have up at this point. Okay, that's still the same. What happens if I go? Let's go back to 15. I'm just anything I've changed. What happens if I go right? And will it go the other direction now? Oh, is that the caret column? Is what? I mean, I know I am on 4.2, so there, that's going to happen. Um, it does seem to, we could probably look at that, can't we? In remote, is this thing still running with something typed in there? It's the wrong direction, but that's okay. Let's put it the other direction because actually that's right. Wait. Let's restart this. It's weird. Is it really called a column too? Like that seems weird to me. Okay, Lucifer. Okay, AB. There was that column thing somewhere. 0. It was right, but it was wrong. um, line edit, carrots, column 0. I was gonna put a Maybe this is by design. Oh, good idea. Yeah, that's the issue. Look at all this shit I have in here. God damn it. It'd be nice if you could just like force the carrot to the end. Like the thing you said, well, could you do this? Is this what you did, I think? Yeah, it is what you did. Uh, oh, wait. No, we got to do. Well, what else if it's null? Let's get rid of all this stuff that's. A good point. That way it won't hit the null thing. What a weird. So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I feel like Godot is written by developers, if this makes sense. So a lot of the stuff like the UI, like picking all the different like the font, you got to create a new font and do all that weird shit. That's something that I feel like is written by a developer, not for a person, like not for a non-developer. And what I mean is like, what probably happened is the guy who was developing that part was like, well, you can't just use a basic font for everything. No one's going to ever want that. They're going to always want to pick a font. So I'm going to make it so that you have to you're pretty much forced to pick a font instead of having it default to a basic font because that's the way that it would work for everyone. 99% of the people are going to use it. And so then they blow up this thing into this complicated mass of shit. And then when someone with non-developer brain shows up and goes, what the fuck is this? I feel like there's a lot of stuff in Godot that's the developer brain has developed it. And they're not thinking about like what is simplest. They're thinking about there's no way in hell that a developer would not need all of these options. If that you know what I mean? Like it has to have these options because that is required for a developer. But in reality, 90% of the people who are using it aren't developers. They're just some dumb shit like me. All right, let's try. All right, A. Okay, the carrot's in the right spot. I don't really care if there's numbers, honestly. Um, it's not. All right, I didn't want an exclamation point, though. God damn it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Now, what the fuck am I listening to? This is such a bizarre list of music. The name of the band was Pretty Balanced Cheap Drunk. I know you guys can't hear it. I gotta keep saying that because it sounds like you guys can hear that I'm talking about like you guys can hear this. I wonder how it got this list of music. 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Um, all right, let's put this back. I said at the beginning, I think, or someone at the beginning that I was like, I had all these ideas of things I wanted to do today, but it was way overly awesome. Well, the problem is it's all copyrighted stuff. Um, Twitch actually gets more upset about it than YouTube, if you can believe that. A lot of the bands that I listen to have it says like you can you can use this in your videos as long as you're not making money, and I'm not, and I don't plan to monetize it. Um, okay, and that was surprisingly difficult, but now we know, and now I have to remember. Um, for 100 years, I'm just gonna leave this shit. I don't care. It's not important. If someone wants to put an exclamation point at the end of their character or their demon's name, it doesn't matter. All right, but we're actually not done with this. What we have to do is we need another signal on this thing. I was about to say we only got, uh, on text submitted. How does it register that text is submitted? Well, we'll find out in about 2 seconds here. Um, on text submitted. And I'm actually going to rename this. I can't stand the the thing. I hope it doesn't have to match. The underscore drives me crazy. We're gonna do this. When you hit enter. Okay, so what about? Well, let's see. It shouldn't be that. Well, I need something more. Let's see. It can be anything I want. So it's basically when you close the window, we'll put this on and close, but I want it to currently do just a test to make sure I know what the fuck I'm doing. It's, if you get ahead, at least for me, if I get ahead of myself, I'll be trying to debug with all these additional issues. I see a bunch of. I just want to see if that does. Okay, so in like Unity, that would have submitted it, which was also kind of weird to me that anything that closed. So this is what we'll do. All right, let me test this one more time. I gotta make sure I understand how this works. So if I put this in here and put 1. Okay, can I run this from here? The fuck is your problem? Oh, it needs a text to be entered. That's not gonna work. Because I need this text to be. Oh yeah. You're right. Oh man. No. Demon name line. God damn it. Why can't I think or type? Line edits.text. That's not gonna. This doesn't. Demon name. You son of a bitch. Line edit.text. It doesn't like that. Is this not a string? Oh yeah, I don't like this. Well, there's an easy way we can do this. We can just do a string, call it text. On text submitted. Yeah, fuck this song. Reading and thinking. That's this the look I get. I get like this dumb face look. Weird that I can't do this. I don't know. I was wondering if it was because this is static. It is. That was that part. It is. It's because I put that because this thing was down here. You know, I followed what it told me earlier, and then that fucked me all up. I wonder if I can put this back in here now. I bet you I can. It was that stupid static thing. I listened to Visual Studio or whatever the fuck I'm using. What am I using? Visual Studio. All right, I'm just double checking that whatever I'm gonna try next. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. I used that back in the day for 10 seconds. Um, there's a question mark in that name. Where did I put you? Um, I don't know what that character was. Oh no, that's my stepdad's name. Poor guy's a demon. I have a friend who is very, very much what the fuck? Uh, into I don't like that name. RDG. Only using text-based editors. Oh, it's Printer's Devil. I thought it was Printer's Driver this whole time. Well, what the fuck? I don't see any other weird shit. I mean, besides, I wonder if like some of these I didn't notice what name it was. There might be like some hidden characters in here, but usually, uh, Notepad gets rid of that shit. That's actually one of the reasons I use it in my work all the time when you got like stuff on your clipboard. I just paste it in here. You're an archangel. These are demons. If you saw your name here, you're a demon. Oh, are you Michael? I know so many Michaels. All right. Yep. I know like a ton of Michaels. I thought my name's Josh, and I thought that Josh was pretty common. Michael is also. They're probably might be like equally common. All right, what the fuck was I doing? Okay, we already tested this. It was submitted. We also probably could turn this fucking thing off. We don't need this right now. Those are just annoying me. So on. What the fuck is this? I can't. Sorry, I keep interrupting. Some of this. Get this shit out of here. All right, we're gonna go back. It like the farther it goes down the list, the more bizarre the thing is. Um, please make that stop. All right. So what we want to do is, I actually have the code down here. Part of it, at least. We're gonna summon a demon there too. Well, no, what I mean is like, if you copy from like a Excel file or something, it will keep all of the formatting, and sometimes you want to blow away the formatting, and so um, this is actually right here. This is no longer. So I just paste it into Notepad. Yeah, it happens all the time. Um, I would say like once a week I put something in there. A lot of times like passwords and shit. Like, I don't know if I want like if there's a space at the end of my password or some shit like that. All right, so if this is nothing, we actually do want this. I gotta remember, we don't need that anymore. Uh, we can actually have, this is the same, right? Yeah. We can actually do this. Except without the minus at the front. I have some random passwords that were generated that look like fucking formulas or some shit. And I'm trying to type it into my phone because I occasionally, you got to put it in your phone, and it's like, oh my god, what did I do? This is gonna be. All right, so what we're doing is we are gonna make it the placeholder text. If it's empty and if it has something in it, then this is gonna be the. And then there's another thing I wanted to check too. Demon. It will be this, what you put in. Capital T. So the goal is to make it. I bet you I deleted this out of here. If you don't want to type in a name, like if you're too lazy to type in a name, which is what I do. Oh, we already did set this. So this should be working now. Well, so Forcus here should now be, well, nothing, because we haven't had it summon a demon, which is probably a problem. So what did we do with the 2 key? Why didn't this bug out? I guess I shouldn't worry about why it didn't bug out. Um, but what we need to do here first is, where is that 2 controls? Did I close that shit? Why would I have done that? I just want to make sure that I'm doing it exactly. Oh, I renamed it player controls. That's why. What we need is this. This is going to control. Where's that? Trying to think, like, can you cancel this out? I don't think you can. What happens if we hit enter or escape? What happens? If you hit 2. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure you couldn't get out of that screen. If its visibility is true, all that stuff happens, and then it summons a demon that still needs to be named. This is why I was weirded out that this isn't bugging out down here. Get rid of this. We need to do that still. Is because there isn't a. So when you summon a demon in this game, it starts. I'm visualize this list. It immediately has its turn after yours. So when you push 2, it should, yeah, the demon has appeared, and if I hit enter, the demon should now be named, which we're gonna put a name panel on there, but that's 100 years from now at the rate I'm going. Yeah, it didn't name him. He's got the wrong starting tag too. Why does this keep happening? I keep losing changes I make in the inspector. He should be on 3 as well. He should match the player. I think he's on 3. No, maybe he isn't. I went through this. I had to. So like I had fixed this problem with the colliders, and then it was offline, and then I, like, a little later I came back and they were back again. That's possible, But I wasn't even running it. So I went through this whole exact thing multiple times. But even so, he shouldn't. It should be. It shouldn't have changed. Maybe he's supposed to be on 2 and I'm misremembering. Looks like he should be. Uh, but his. Why would this have changed? um. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That is common for me too. I wish this would go away. I don't know why. This is just here to confuse me. That happens all the time to me. Okay, so 3 is probably ally, but the token name should have been changed. So what is happening here? Because this didn't bug out when it should have, and then I'm going to call it a day. You know, the other way we could do this. Whoops. I don't know. I made this much more. Basically, I want if the person doesn't put anything in there. Oh, I was going debug log. It's hard to adjust. As you learn, at least for me, as I learn Unity, it's like I had to bash all these things into my head. Okay, it's not doing that. On text submitted. Oh, this should be text. This should be. Oh, we can't do that. Okay, there's a way we can do this though. This isn't going to be that. This isn't that hard. We just got to move it to a different spot. Yeah, we do it like this. Did it put that text submitted in there? It didn't. We got too many demons out. It should have at least put this. I wonder what happened here. Maybe I deleted it. No? But that's only going to apply. So on the close button should be this thing. Oh, I must have deleted it. No, I'm on the wrong. No, I'm on the right thing. It is closing. Close button. This would be on here. Close button. Even if there's nothing in here. Maybe it doesn't do anything if there's nothing in there. It doesn't do anything if there's nothing in there. All right, that's fine though, because that's not going to do us any good. It doesn't matter. Um, it's I don't think it matters because we got to do something differently real quick. Man, it's gonna be a long one. This is what we got to do. We got to. If we got to put this if statement down here. If and it's not, it actually will solve that other issue anyways. Actually, we don't need this signal in here at all because you have to close that window or that panel. You have to do it. There's no way to not get out of there. So that will close it. That's going to get the token info. If this equals 0, then it equals and this is going to equal that, and this doesn't need to be anything. So I still get groceries delivered, but I use Instacart now, which seems fine. It's kind of expensive, but whatever. But I used to order groceries directly from Safeway or Fred Meyer, and their delivery drivers got more and more sketchy. Not like I thought they were going to rob me, but like where I thought that they were high and stuff, like they shouldn't be driving. And I'm surprised that I have not got calls and said they weren't delivering because they were high. We don't need this. Or arrested. So now the only worry is like the last letter might not be there. So if we do that, what happened here? I guess we should have gotten something. I'm going to go back to this, that's a Unity thing. I don't know if that's, and there may have been a better way to do that in Unity, but I had this dude who just went on and on about how millennials were the problem. So he delivered my food, and there was only like one of 5 bags, and I was like, well, there should be five more bags or something, 4 more bags, and he went on and on about it was the reason was because millennials hadn't loaded his truck right. And this whole thing, and they're too fucking lazy, and he was getting all excited. And I was just like, okay, man, sure, it's the millennials' problem. Anyways, like an hour later, he showed back up at my door, and he had found the other 4 things. He just hadn't noticed they were there. So, yeah, this should. Why are we getting nothing here now? Close. Close button. I've been hitting the 10 key enter, by the way. I wasn't using the button. I think I was hitting the 10 key enter. 2 opens that guy. Because, you know why? I'm just having the 10 key enter hide the thing. And it was doing something else. See, this is how I... Player controls. There we go. We want it to... Was I hitting enter before? Yeah, that was probably the other thing as well. We actually want... I don't think I have a... Yeah, I don't have a thing for this. We're going to have to put an instance on this. I tried to do this as little as possible. I don't know why, but it seems like this is a bad idea. I was saying if I had a already ready, but I don't have a ready. Public override void ready. Whoa. Instance. Then if we go back to here. Well, it sounds sad. um, I did it one time this time, and I think I do it once by myself each time, and then I forget immediately. Close button. So if we do it this way, I think that will solve the problem. I had a flash of some thought. Well, that's the only thoughts I get is the one. This actually is a bad solution. This is a bad solution. What I should do is set this on change visibility. It just, like the close button would just hide it, and then all this shit would be in the change visibility thing. It would be here. Motherfucker. All right. Well, okay. I'll put that on my list for next time. I mean, not next stream, but for next time I open this up. Move close button stuff to change visibility. All right, let's see if this works, though. I hit save on a website. That's what I do. I know, I'm way over my normal. I'm beyond, at 2 hours, it's already bad. Okay, so this guy his name should be whatever. Abizao. It did. Oh, it kind of worked. And then this time we'll test typing in a name here. I wish it defaulted when this opened to, we're going to name him Bob. All right, hitting enter doesn't. Okay, it did do something. Since you suggested Bob, we're going to name him Bob there. And then we're going to hope that he's named Bob. There he goes. Oh, you can't grab focus? I'm going to do it. That shouldn't take too long. I'm learning. Uh, so so there's a couple of website like changes that have been happening like regularly um, through like like how like websites slowly change and how they look and stuff. One of them that drives me fucking insane is when they put an animation for like the login thing. So you have to wait for the animation to finish. So what I mean is like sometimes it'll like whoosh into place. Like the login prompt will whoosh into place. And it only takes like a second, but that's a second of my day that you've stolen. And if I go to the same website like 15 times in a day, I'm like, fuck, dude, let me type in my thing. And then the other thing is it doesn't set the login is where when you start typing and I have to go grab my mouse and go click on that spot. So like it will do a whoosh and then I'm like, fuck you, you know. The focus thing is happening a lot actually. So let me try to put this in here. Demon name. Can I just do grab focus here? No. Can I do? Yeah, no, that definitely in man. It didn't have that option. Oh, I guess it did, and I don't know what I was typing. At this point I need to stop. Thank you again for the help. And thank you other people for stopping by. I'm gonna call it a day in like 2 seconds here. I want this I think at the top. Um like this having the random name and shit is definitely not necessary for this at all. Like it's not class yalla bolsa is not a requirement. And I'm trying to keep it. Yeah, and this is working now. I'm trying to keep everything as simple as possible, but there's a few things like I just wanted to put in here before I go back. So I'm going to do the same thing as I'm doing in 2D4X. So that when this is finished, I'm going to go back and keep adding features and stuff. And I want to keep it as simple as possible. But there's like this, I need to learn how to originally pick a name from a random list. And then we need to know which demon is which demon anyways for when you're trying to debug later, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah. Anyways, I am done for today. I guess I gotta push this code, but then I'm done. Thank you again, and thank you guys for dropping by. And I will talk to you next time. Have a good rest of your lives. Bye.